Hey guys, it's day 96, 46 degrees out here. I'm in excruciating pain in my feet. I said yesterday that the shoes were not wrecking my feet, and it didn't feel that way when I was in them. But as soon as I took them off my feet and rested, it was just bad. In this entire weight loss journey and the different shoes that I've tried, those shoes by far left my feet feeling the worst out of any shoe that I've tried. And that's saying something. The way that a pair of shoes makes your feet feel doesn't always correspond with how they feel when they're on the foot. I have found that some shoes that don't feel that great while you're wearing them can still leave your feet feeling pretty much nice and restored throughout the rest of the day. But the shoes yesterday, they felt okay. There were some things I liked and things that I didn't like, but it was, again, after I took them off and let the feet rest. Oh my God, it absolutely brutal. Could not walk, very painful. So all of that left me in a predicament as to whether or not I was even going to walk or if I should take some days off and let my feet recover. In addition to the discomfort throughout the heel of both feet, everything on that, with the way that the cushion setup made it, it also had these TPU panels that were rubbing against the ankles, and I think it rubbed a blister on the ankle, and that is just no good because any pair of shoes after that is going to rub. So every step you take is excruciating and just burns like crazy. So today I'm out here in the Adidas 0 to 60 Pharrell Williams. It's like part of like this human race series. Here it is from the side and here it is from the other side. The shoe somewhere, I forgot where, but it's marked with an H and a U, which stands for human race. And I don't know, just some sort of signature slogan or whatever that Pharrell kind of released with these shoes. I'm not really sure what the initial release price was. I have read that they initially released for like $250, and I don't know if that's true or not. I ended up finding this pair at Ross Dress for Less. I don't know what I paid, but I picked them up because they did look so remarkably different, and the shoe was just very interesting to me. These shoes remind me of Gary Payton's shoe. I think it's like Air Zoom Flight. Please don't quote me on that. But they're the way that it just kind of wraps around the foot. It's very interesting, I have to say. But with this channel, I'm speaking from a casual perspective. Like, how's it gonna feel for an older dude to put on those shoes and walk for an hour? Just go out walking for an hour. And for that, I'm gonna say these shoes are a major fail. It's really hard getting into the shoe. If you want to spend 5 minutes getting into a shoe, this is the shoe for you. So there is this neoprene booty inside the shoe that hugs around the foot, and it is tight enough that you don't even need any additional containment. Like, that is practically all you need. And yet they have laces that sit right, like they are attached to the booty, which is kind of an odd setup. So you have these laces, like the booty fits tight, but then you're going to make it even tighter with these laces. And in my case, I just kind of loosely, put the laces in there. But some people, I guess you can crank down and it's going to crank on that booty. That's what she said. And typically you got your laces and you tie them up and then they just float freely. But in this case, you've got a zipper that zips over top of those laces, and depending upon where you've got some of your laces going, those laces can press into the foot because, again, now you've got this zipper containment that's pressing those laces down into the foot. Not exactly pleasant or ideal. And I don't have all that big of a foot, but it takes a lot of effort to zip that upper up. It's kind of like the suitcase or backpack that you've stuffed too full, and you have to kind of like really pull those two sides together before you can make the zip. And that's exactly what it is. And you might have to do that 3 or 4 times to get the zipper all the way up to the top. And then that's not all. There is this strap that goes around the very top of the shoe, kind of like near the ankle. And whenever you pull it across, just loosely, in my case, it didn't want to attach to the Velcro. It was way too short, and I don't have like big legs or anything like that, or huge cankles or anything like that. It's just the strap doesn't really want to lock in place. Now I pulled really hard and did get it to attach to the Velcro on the other side just a little bit, but I would say it's about 1/4 connected. It's just hanging on by the very end, and it's not ideal. It's a very poor design, and you would have to have like super like anorexic bony like legs. Once you're in the shoe, it's not so bad, but it is very tight around the upper portion of the shoe, around the ankle and stuff. The forefoot and toe box, all of that is very roomy. At least for me, nothing is rubbing. So good design from that standpoint. Now the cushion setup in this shoe is kind of disappointing, especially knowing what kind of cushion Boost can really feel like. This is part of a like a BYW series, like Boost You Wear. Everything feels very hard and caged. You've got a good traction profile, so I do think you can play basketball in these. My son is singing in the back, by the way. But I mean, I really wouldn't want to play in these just because of everything that I've already detailed as far as like getting into the shoe. It's kind of a pain in the butt. If you buy these things new at this point, because I think they were released in 2020, you are going to get some looks. They look like moon shoes. They do have a lot of premium materials in the shoe, a lot of suede hits that are really nice. The shoes, from a material standpoint, I really like it, but the cushion setup feels stiff, and the containment, all the booty, the laces, the zipper, and the freaking strap. Nobody needs all that crap. I say this jokingly, but maybe if you play basketball and you're afraid your shoe is going to fall off, these are the shoes for you. The containment system on this shoe really affects the mobility of the foot. If you're melting, yeah, it really messes with the mobility of the foot, and so I've had to adjust the gait, which is kind of messing with the knees. I'm already in a lot of pain from the shoes yesterday, and I'm having to adjust some things there. This is kind of a miserable experience at the moment, and these shoes aren't doing anything to help the situation. All right, I've been in these shoes for a little bit over an hour, and I am done. I am beyond done. These things, they're just not for me. All right, that's gonna do it for today. Hopefully I'll be in better shape tomorrow. Later.